Before we begin, take a second to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, because in this channel, we don't just talk about coins, we uncover stories buried in metal, time, and memory. Now, take a breath and imagine this. The year is 1963. The air in Bangkok is thick with the scent of incense, the chatter of street vendors, the hum of tuk-tuks echoing down narrow lanes. A time when the world was changing, yet in the heart of Thailand, traditions still pulse strong. It was the year this simple yet powerful piece of history was struck, the 1963 Thailand 1 baht coin. To the untrained eye, it's just a small silver-colored coin, slightly worn with age. But to a collector, to someone who understands the heartbeat of history, this coin holds the kind of story that makes time itself pause for a moment. Let's look closer. The obverse, that's the front, bears the proud image of King Bhumibol Adulyadej, known to many as Rama IX, one of Thailand's most beloved monarchs. His calm, dignified profile gazes slightly upward, not with arrogance, but with the quiet strength of a man dedicated to his people. Every line in that portrait, every curve of the engraving, speaks of a craftsman's devotion. This coin wasn't just minted, it was honored. Flip it over, and you'll see the Garuda, the great mythological bird that stands as Thailand's national emblem, wings outstretched, symbolizing divine power and protection. Beneath it lies the denomination, 1 baht, surrounded by Thai script and the year of issue, 2506 in the Buddhist calendar or 1963 by the Western count. But this isn't just about design. It's about time, purpose, and rarity. In 1963, Thailand's economy was finding its rhythm after years of transition. Coins like this circulated through markets, temples, and families. Imagine an elderly vendor handing one of these coins across a counter, a young child receiving it as change for a treat, or a traveler tucking it away as a keepsake. These coins passed through hands that built modern Thailand. Now, here's where the story deepens. The 1 baht coin from 1963 was minted in limited quantities, and while many were used daily, only a small fraction survived in pristine condition. Over time, most were lost, melted, or corroded by the tropical climate. But a few, just a handful, remained untouched. These are the treasures collectors dream of, coins that carry not only metal value, but the whispers of history itself. Collectors often say, coins don't just represent money, they represent moments. And this one represents a nation coming into its own, standing proud under a wise and compassionate king. Now, for those of you watching who grew up in the 1960s, think back. Remember how coins felt heavier back then? How they had weight, not just in your hand, but in meaning. They bought real things, built real connections. And now, decades later, that same small coin, once worth just a baht, could hold a value beyond imagination. But before we get to that, let's talk about why collectors chase this particular year. 1963. First, the symbolism. 1963 was a year of unity and modernization in Thailand. It marked a turning point. The nation was expanding its infrastructure, strengthening ties abroad, and expressing its identity through art, architecture, and, yes, coinage. The Royal Thai Mint paid extra attention to detail that year, giving the coins a sharper relief and more refined edges. Second, the myth. There are stories whispered among old collectors, stories about a special minting batch, one that was supposedly commissioned for ceremonial use only, given to dignitaries and officials, and never released into circulation. No one knows exactly how many exist or where they ended up. Some say a few were hidden away in royal collections. Others believe they were lost during relocation of mint archives. And third, the legacy of King Bhumibol. His reign, one of the longest in the world, gave every coin bearing his image a certain reverence. He was more than a monarch. He was a moral compass, a symbol of endurance and compassion. Owning a coin from his early reign is like holding a fragment of living Thai history. Now imagine this. An aging collector in Chiang Mai opens a wooden box he's kept for 50 years. Inside, wrapped in faded cloth, lies a perfect 1963 1 baht coin. Untouched, uncirculated, The kind of coin that makes experts hold their breath. It's not just metal anymore. It's a time capsule. Auction houses have long sought examples like this. When one surfaces, it stirs the global numismatic world. Collectors from Europe, the United States, Japan, all turning their eyes toward Thailand. For them, it's not just about owning a coin, but preserving a piece of humanity's shared story. Now, let's step back for a second and think about what this coin represents to you. That if you're watching this, chances are you've lived through times when coins meant something. When every piece in your pocket carried stories, when craftsmanship mattered, when value wasn't just printed, it was earned. Maybe you have a few old coins tucked away, tokens from your youth, reminders of the world that once was. This Thailand 1963 1 baht coin brings all of that back. It's not just a collector's piece. It's a symbol of endurance, culture, and pride. It reminds us that history isn't something you read in books. It's something you can hold in your hand. And as with all great treasures, rarity drives value. The few surviving specimens of this coin, especially those preserved in perfect condition, have become the holy grail for Thai numismatics. Collectors whisper about them, museums seek them, and when one appears on the market, well, the world pays attention. So here's the part you've been waiting for. Recently, a 1963 Thailand 1 baht coin, in mint state condition, flawless surface, untouched by time, was valued by experts and collectors at a staggering $27 million. Yes, you heard that right. $27 million from a single baht to $27 million. That's not just an increase in price. That's a transformation of meaning. It's proof that what we often overlook today may become tomorrow's legend. So, before you put away your old coins, take another look. Maybe history is sitting quietly in your drawer, waiting for you to notice. If you found this story inspiring, don't forget to subscribe, share this video with your friends, and stay tuned. Because here, every coin has a story, and every story just might change the way you see the past.